Hello and welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. It is time for us to go and feed a cat. Although that's not the only thing we're doing today. The first thing that we're doing actually is we're going to Naganaki Shrine in order to duplicate one of our many skill cards. Then we're going to go feed the cat, then we're going to go and do something, and then we're going to get ready in order for our exams, which I think would be very good. I was thinking in order to do well for our exams, and I decided that was a bit of a clunky sentence, so anyway, I said it anyway, I guess, at the end. Right. Port Island Station. Head over here. Hello, cat. Meow. We are going to feed the cat. Meow, meow. The cat is purring loudly. It seems happy. The light in its eyes has returned. Maybe the cat will feel even better if I come back and feed it again tomorrow. Oh, I thought we were going to have to feed it 3 times. Maybe it's 4 times? Okay, well, let me go get more cat food then. Oh, those two want to talk. We'll see them afterwards. I guess it is our discount day, though, so... hello. I'm going to buy 1 cat food. I think this is it. It might be 3 after the first time. So, 4 times in total there. Oh, also, anyone missing yet? No. Nobody missing. I like how it keeps the people who are rescued. Kind of interesting for a missing persons board, but okay. I get tired of coming up with new things to cook for dinner. My family always complains when I end up making something similar to what they had for lunch. My friend told me that one time her kid who goes to Gekkokan bought a pork cutlet sandwich for lunch. And when she made him pork cutlet for dinner, he yelled at her. She told him, well, you should have bought some sweet pastries or apple strudel instead. Really? For lunch? Seems a bit odd. Anyway, moving on. You got something to say? I saw a girl in a white frilly dress the other day in front of the station. Uh-huh. Don't get me wrong, I love that kind of outfit. I've got tons of figures dressed that way in my room, but... Uh-huh. In real life, I think it's better to dress casually. I think that you didn't need to give me any of that information. That just in general seems like too much information to give to someone you don't really know. Especially that bit about your room. Let's have a look here. So we can get a level up with Bunkichi. I guess we should go and get a level up with Bunkichi. Yes. Sorry, I was just doing a check in my head like, any reason not to? Can't come up with one? Okay, let's do it. Right. Let's spend time with them.
Oh, welcome.
What happened?
Don't you worry. She's crying because she's happy.
Uh-huh. Is that really true?
She's an emotional woman, bless her heart. She's been like this since the day we met. You see, all the graduates from my son's class have come together. They're collecting signatures to save the persimmon tree.
They say the tree is a memorial to their former teacher. They don't want it to be cut down.
That's great.
It was the same for our son's funeral. Many of them showed up for it. It's been so many years since then, but they still remember him.
They've given their precious time for our son. I don't know what to say. I'm so grateful.
You must be the one who called on them for this, right?
No. Well, we didn't do it. I don't want to take credit that isn't ours. I feel the game would punish us for that. I feel like, what are you talking about? Maybe that's a little vague. Maybe what are you talking about is the right answer, because it means like we can be like, oh, what are you talking about? You didn't know that we did, like, how do you know that we did this? We didn't do anything, wink wink. But actually what we're meaning is, what are you talking about? So he's going to think that we did do it, but we just don't want to take the credit. Yeah, let's say, what are you talking about?
Don't pretend, it's just us. You don't have to be so modest.
Okay, so that only got us 1, so there was a better answer. Alright. Hopefully it wasn't taking the credit, because that's a bad lesson to learn.
You're a samurai. A modern-day samurai.
The two seem to think I'm the one responsible for the petition. They're showing considerable gratitude. I feel like we're growing closer. Rank up. That was our 7th rank with the Hierophant social link.
Before you know it, you'll graduate and step boldly into adulthood. Don't forget about us, you hear? Someday I'd love to grab a drink, you and me. But for now, you'll have to make do with this.
Oh? Ah, that is 10 HP.
See you again soon.
See ya. I parted with the elderly couple and went back to the dorm. And now it's evening.
And that's the summary of what happened on the night of the 7th.
I'll be honest, I did forget the chairman was coming. Although we do need to speak with him about potentially having a boogie song.
These shadows seem to be quite a bit more formidable than the ordinary ones.
I see. So our enemies are growing stronger as well. Well, it's not all bad news. In fact, I called today's meeting because...
Hold on. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Kirijo-senpai something.
Uh-huh.
Oh?
I know I'm not the only one thinking this. So much has been happening lately. I feel like I've just been getting dragged along without really understanding anything. But now, I want answers. So I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, senpai? You're always acting like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour or Tartarus. But they're connected to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
What accident?
Yukari-chan? There was an explosion near our school and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But something is off here. At the time of the incident, there were several unexplained absences. Seems like more than just a coincidence to me.
What do you mean?
Well, I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. Those students weren't just absent. They all suddenly collapsed and had to be sent to the hospital. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Remember those girls who bullied Fuka? They had to be hospitalized too.
Okay. So the implication that we're taking from this is that they were within Tartarus. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if I picked up on that last time.
I want an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you have to know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, it just never seemed relevant. But...
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right, I'll tell you everything. Shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They could be a source of unimaginable power, couldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that very line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power to create something extraordinary.
Create something extraordinary?
To that end, he assembled a research team and had them amass a number of shadows.
He was collecting them? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
But 10 years ago, during the final stages of the project, there was an accident. and the experiment failed. They lost control of the Shadow's power, altering the nature of the entire world.
You can't mean...
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour.
I was for a second there thinking, yeah, Tartarus wouldn't exist before the accident. So how would those people be in Tartarus? But I guess it makes sense because Yukari said that they collapsed after the explosion. So yeah, that all lines up. Huh. Okay, anyway, moving on.
According to the records, the accumulated mass of shadows split into several large ones that later dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Maybe that's why it's difficult to predict where they'll appear. Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. Is it because that's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes.
Then those students who were hospitalized...
It's just as you fear. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could essentially do as they pleased. Port Island must have been the perfect location for them. So yes, as you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekkokan High School.
Just what are you trying to say here? So that's the whole purpose behind C's? We were dragged into all this just to clean up their mess? You lied to us? And you knew too, didn't you, Sanada-senpai? You've both just been using us! Or do you not care as long as you're the one who gets to do the fighting?
I never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like, but it was my decision not to share the information. I'm sorry. It was never my intent to deceive you. Convincing you to join C's was my highest priority. I know it may not be fair, but shadows can only be defeated by persona users. We are the only ones who can fight.
That's hardly the point!
I never had a choice either. It didn't matter if I wanted this power or not.
Mitsuru, that's enough.
Takeba-kun, it's only those in the past who are to blame. And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But that's...
It's been 10 years since the incident in question. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But now that they're here, we have the chance to find and destroy them. Do you realize what that means? What if I told you that the 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
You're saying if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See? It's good news, isn't it?
Can that really be true?
There's evidence to support it. And this is where our true battle begins.
Okay, wait a second.
There's evidence to support it.
Where?
Our true battle.
No. He said there was evidence. Can we see the evidence?
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to wait for them to strike first.
Right.
And there are still many mysteries surrounding Tartarus. For instance, why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answers must be out there somewhere.
Forgive the pun, but no, the answer is actually the DLC that's coming out later this year. Yeah, that's where it is. Well, I mean, they renamed it Episode I, guess, but it's, it's the answer from FES. Anyway, yeah, he said there's evidence, and I hadn't realized it just completely goes No, I'm not going to tell you what it is. We're just going to move past it. You just have to trust me that there's evidence. Anyway, we must defeat the 12 shadows that started all of this, in order to eradicate both the Dark Hour and Tartarus. We must fight to protect everyone. 6 of them remain. Okay. Well, I mean, like, that's cool and all, but, like, do you have boogie music? I'm so sorry about everything. Let me know if there's anything I can say to be of help. Oh, we got a lot of stuff here. Tell me about Sanada. He and Kirijo-kun have known each other for a very long time. Sanada-kun joined us when he was only in middle school. At the time, we had a third member as well. But I digress. Number 2, as we're going to call him. Or her.
Yes.
Oh. One, Mitsuru. Under the pretense of assisting for the benefit of the group, she was subjected to experiments on her persona for many years. There are implications here that she had a persona and that was what sparked the experimentation, or something similar. I think we find out more later, but I am interested in paying more attention this time. Solving the mystery behind the unknown ability of personas, the development of various equipment beginning with the Evoker, none of this would have been possible without her cooperation. There must have been some dangerous experiments at times too, and yet she kept agreeing to it all, I'm told. Well, you say she's agreeing to it all. If we think about what age she would have been at that point, let's assume that these people are... Well, let's assume that she's maybe 17, right? She's in the final year of high school, about to go into college. So if we say that she's 17, 14 years ago when it started, she would be 3. And when it ended, she would have been 7. So she may have agreed, but at the same time, she was a 7-year-old.
Yes.
Okay, how'd the public take it? In the end, over 50 people were injured in that accident. The media placed full blame on the Kirijo group for the tragedy. They singled out one researcher in particular, declaring him to the main culprit behind it all. Whether it was actually all his fault or not, it was not the issue. The public was looking for someone to vent their pain and anger on, so they chose him even though he was a victim himself. Their wrath was unparalleled. It was almost more frightening than seeing a horde of shadows.
Yes.
What are the 12 shadows? Special shadows that appear on full moons. They are the product of a research accident 10 years ago. In the incident, an experimental entity comprised of numerous shadows was split once more into 12 large pieces. As such, their power far exceeds those found in Tartarus. Tread with appropriate caution. Hello.
Hey.
Well, aren't you calm? Must be because you're a fantastic leader who can do anything, huh? No matter what happens, you can handle it all by yourself, isn't that right? Ha! I wish nobody like me could be like that. Junpei-kun, are you listening? The only thing anyone knows about Tartarus is that he creates shadows. Other than that, we're all in the dark. Hello.
Let's see.
Maybe we shouldn't go to Tartarus tonight. Junpei-kun asked me to go over what we talked about in the meeting. But if we defeat all 12 shadows, I won't be able to use my persona anymore. Man, it's such an amazing power. I can't just let it go to waste. It's a power you can only use during the dark hour to fight, shadows. Anyway, never mind. Hi, I'm Trish with today's installment of Who's Who. Today's subject is a man in his 20s with a yellow cap. He's studying art overseas, so we were very fortunate to run into him today. Next is news. Pain, go away. Okay, let's head up. Actually, there is somewhere I want to go because we haven't been there in a while. But we'll do that after this. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing that Yukari and Mitsuru are just not around. I go check their rooms. Okay, double check the rooftop. Yeah, I didn't think they'd be there, so that'll be 3. Mitsuru?
My apologies.
I've caused trouble for you too. I think I would prefer to be alone at the moment. Perhaps you should study. I'm about to review my own notes now. It helps to take your mind off things.
Sorry.
Sorry, I just don't feel like talking to anyone right now. Anyway, I have homework, so... Okay, well, we'll leave you be. Did we have another URL to go to? I think we did, didn't we? I remember getting one, but whether we've already been to it or not, I can't remember. Am I crazy? Yes, we have the security site note. Yeah. Maybe we should do that tonight. Although, the place I want to go is here. Because I want to see whether it gives me a clue about where to go for some of our quests. Okay. Oh, it's just going to tell me when that's ready? What if I go in there again? Does it tell me the same thing? Okay. Nope. Well, I mean, yep, it tells me the same thing. It does not tell me something different. Alright, well, we'll leave that be then. Let's go to the security site. I mean, there's nothing else to do today, so let's go. Let me see what this URL leads to. Effective security measures online. This seems to be a website that helps with training security team members. There's a list of self-defense videos here, each with a detailed text explanation. I decided to start with the most watched video. I watched a how-to video on subduing violent individuals. I learned the importance of having the will to stand up to an enemy. Maybe I can use what I learned in our fights in Tartarus. You learned how to use ambush. What's ambush? Ah, you can now ambush enemies while exploring. When ambushing an enemy, you'll trigger the chance encounters regardless of the direction the enemy is facing. Okay. When ambushing an enemy, you'll trigger chance encounters regardless of the direction the enemy is facing. Press and hold the right trigger to dash for a set distance to enter the assault state. By pressing X while in this state, you will ambush the enemy. I'm always doing that though. Like, that's literally the only thing I do. So this means we'll always ambush? Triggering an encounter from behind will slightly increase our theurgy gauge and may distress the enemy at the beginning of battle. So, like, I mean, this is just a buff for me. This is how I already played the game, so that's a buff. Alright. So if you hit them from the front, you will get the, like, advantage thing. And if you hit them from behind, you get theurgy gauge and can distress. That's great. Okay. No downside. That's pretty good. Alright, well, it's Sunday. Oh.
Lounging about as usual, huh?
Hugh, what do you want? If you're gonna ask me to go back, the answer's still no.
That's not why I'm here. I was just making sure you were still around.
That's so.
We've known each other a long time. It's been almost 14 years since we met at the orphanage.
Interesting number of years.
You, me, and Miki. We used to run around here until the sun went down. Back then, it seemed like we had all the time in the world.
You haven't changed one bit. If you want to get all sappy, go do it with your other pals.
What was that?
It's rare for you to think about the past. Usually, you just charge ahead like a damn fool. You've never been good at hiding shit.
Everyone thinks about the past. Even me. Anyway, we finally know how to get rid of Tartarus in the Dark Hour.
No shit?
Yeah. The thing is, all I've cared about until now is getting stronger. Everything else came second. But yesterday, someone made me question my reason for fighting.
Your reason for fighting? Huh. It's different for everyone. But if you don't have a good one, you can always quit. That's what I did.
I'm not like you. Man, I can't believe I'm the one getting lectured here. Well, see you around.
You really haven't changed at all.
Okay.
Yes?
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Senpai, this is unusual. Please, come in.
So not only do you excel at providing support during battle, you are also quite skilled at gathering information.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing that without permission.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. But I do have an important favor to ask of you. I want you to find out as much as you can about that incident 10 years ago.
Oh, well, very little of that was made public.
I know. That's why I want you to access the Kirijo Group's database.
You mean hack into their system?
She's gone from Googling a couple of old stories to now being like, I have to hack into something? It's a pretty big leap here.
Is that allowed?
I'll give you my ID and password. Then you won't be held accountable.
So what Mitsuru wants is for Fuka to log into something and just look at a database of information. Alright. This kind of seems like this is something Mitsuru could have done herself.
But I need to know the truth. In detail.
Senpai.
Of course, I'll understand if you refuse.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Are you sure? I appreciate it. Yamagishi, aren't you resentful? Regardless of my good intentions, I did drag you into this without fully explaining. I'm sure you must have at least a few complaints.
Not really. Did you know my entire family is made up of doctors? My parents are the one exception. It gives them a bit of an inferiority complex. That's why they're so hard on me. I don't like being at home.
I mean, she says that they were hard on her, but also when she went missing for like a month, it might only have been a week. But when she went missing, they basically just went, alright, well, as long as nobody tells anyone, we're okay. So, you know, I think they had other issues.
But here, I'm able to do something no one else can. I have a purpose, so no, I don't have any complaints.
You're right. We can't do this without you. No one could take your place.
Oh.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
So, Tartarus and the Dark Hour are on the way out, huh?
Yep.
No, that's a good thing. That's what we've been fighting for. So then, why? Damn it! Why am I so pissed?
Gosh, it's hot. Even for July.
Wow. Can't believe we're already third years. Guess this will be the last time we'll wear these uniforms and hang out after school.
Who cares? I just want to get into college and start having fun already.
I get it. My problem is me. Been going on like fighting was my duty and all. But actually, it's just all I'm good at. Because without that, I'm nothing. So much for being a hero. I can't fight worth the shit anyway. Not compared to him, at least. Damn it! Nothing I do is good enough.
And now we see Yukari. I'd forgotten that they do this bit where it goes through every one of your party members and kind of does a, you know, I was trying to think of the right way of putting it, like a mid-season recap on them. Just this is where their thoughts are now.
Why am I only ever right about the worst things? Am I stupid for trusting in something so blindly? Dad, I got this letter from you last spring. I must have read it 1,000 times since then.
To my family, 10 years into the future. Tomorrow, I'll bring this letter to the opening ceremony for the Moonlight Bridge. It will be stored in a time capsule and sent to you in 10 years' time. Yukari, you may be small now, but in 10 years, you'll be 16. You'll be in high school.
Yeah, so Mitsuru would be 17 based on the earlier one because she'd be 1 year older. Could be 18, but it's probably 17.
I know you've been sad because I have to work so late, but you always manage to greet me with a smile. I'm really proud of myself. Kirijo-san appointed me head researcher. I'll be starting on a big project soon. It feels good to receive so much recognition for my work, but I swear to you, nothing is more important to me than you and your mother.
Oh, Dad.
Yukari, I wonder, are you enjoying life? Do you have high hopes for the future? Do you still look towards tomorrow with excitement and wonder like you do now? No matter what happens in the next 10 years, I hope you're happy, and I hope this letter brings a smile to both you and your mother's faces. Eiichiro Takeba, March 6th, 2000.
No matter what happens, huh? All I can do is believe. I won't turn my back. I won't be like Mom. Not ever.
Exams are coming up. It's almost time for the home shopping show. Okay, just go through these, clear them out. Let me just have a look here. Interesting. Interesting. So, I think there's a continuity error there. Because that said March 6, 2000, right? And currently it is 2009. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway. TV.
It's amazing commodities!
Maybe I'm misremembering the order of events. Okay, amazing commodities. The outdoor activity set.
Good.
Max safety shoes. Ah,
Not bad.
alright. Well, now I know where we get the Max safety shoes. We get them from here. Wonderful.
Thanks, kid.
Seasonal corn set. Oh, wonderful. Wait, is a seasonal corn set just corn? Surely corn isn't in season every season. So a seasonal corn set would literally just be corn. Does that make any sense? Anyway. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R. Episode 21. Trash monster on the move? Don't litter, kids. On to today's news. Hello? Maybe we should hold off going to Tartarus tonight, too. Looks like everyone is studying in their own rooms. They're all keeping to themselves because they're busy studying, right? That's right. In that case, once exams are over, everything should go back to normal. Uh-huh. When do exams start, by the way? They start on Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, that also sounded like that was evening dialogue. Because she said this evening. Which is a little odd. Oh, feed the cat. Feed the cat. Get ourselves another skill card. All that sort of stuff. Right. Head over here. Hello. Meow. A meow to you, cat. Meow, meow, meow. The cat is purring loudly. It seems happy. It seems to have regained all its energy by eating the cat food. I think it'll be okay without me having to feed it anymore. Aha. Benevolent protector. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, there was another cat there for a second. Well, we now have a thing to hand in. Let's do that. And then we'll see who's available on a Sunday. It might be nobody.
Marvelous.
Right, so this is Twilight Fragments. That's fine. requests.
Here are my requests. Wonderful.
I see you have successfully fed the hungry cat.
That is a great
Thank
relief.
you. I can feel relief in the very cockles of my heart. I hope it prospers forever and ever. You got male summer garb. Okay. And then the rest of this stuff, yeah, we don't know. Music from
Very
Gecko
well.
Can. Huh? Music from Gecko Can. That's an interesting one. I don't know where that'll be. Head to the shrine. Oh, Bunkichi is available and Maya is available. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Maya was going to be available no matter what, actually, now that I think about it. So that seems right. Pray. Yep. So we've got a lot of growths. I'm going to keep grabbing them because I think that they're incredibly useful. So we might as well keep grabbing them and then we can stick them on every persona we're wanting to level at the same time. That'd be a good idea. So we do have a level up with Bunkichi. That'll get us to 8. Sure, I guess we should go there. Actually, one thing I want to check. Let's check in here. I just want to see if there's something about music. Maybe there's something in here. I don't think there's going to be, but... No, that's fine. Okay. Want to just have a look. Right. In we go. Yep, this is good. Enter the bookstore.
You're finally here. We've been waiting for you. I wanted to tell you the good news as soon as possible. It's about a customer who came by earlier. Who do you think it was? Here's a hint. Signature.
A fan of yours?
That's right. How'd you guess? One of my fans came by. He said he'd bring the rest of the fan club next time. Yeah, I wish. Actually, it was one of the organizers of the campaign to save the persimmon tree. He said, let's protect the tree together. He's already gathered a number of signatures from students who are in our son's class.
That's amazing.
Everyone's banding together to honor the memory of our son. He really was loved by many.
Of course. He was our proud son.
I'm sure he's just as happy as we are.
All right, let's go to GeckoCon right now. I have to tell my son the good news.
Sure, let's go.
That's my boy. Music to my ears. I've never been so excited to go for a walk before.
The elderly couple is showing their affection for me. I feel like we're growing closer. Rank up. We are now rank 8 in the Hierophant social link.
Let's race to the persimmon tree. I won't lose, not even to a youngster like you. All right, dear, we'll be back. Thanks for watching the store.
The school was closed, but we climbed over the gate and visited the tree. Bunkichi climbed over the gate? It's very impressive of him.
Welcome back.
Hi, how was your day? She says. Nobody's here. Okay, that's fine. Just head upstairs. I'm just gonna check the rooms. Not that one. This one? It's not in his room.
Now listen here.
Dude, don't bother me. I'm trying to study here. I don't get good grades as easily as you do, man. Laters. I mean, laters is at least good. That's an improvement. Mitsuru doesn't seem to be in her room.
Hey, so...
Hey, sorry it's through the door, but can I ask you a question? Is there something you believe in, Zaplakun? Something that, even when everything is terrible and you've been betrayed by everyone, it doesn't shake your conviction? Not sure.
Sorry.
Haha, sorry. It's probably not really a fair question, huh? Uh-huh. Interesting. Just gonna head in here, see if anyone's around. Oh, hello. I was gonna say no, but yes.
Say.
I didn't mean to hide anything. I simply told you what you needed to know and omitted the details I deemed unnecessary.
My apologies.
I should stop making excuses. Regardless of my reasons, there's no denying that I kept some information secret. I was hiding it. Also realized I could just do this to have a look around and see where people are. Although, wait a second. Yeah, it doesn't show where they are if they're in a room. Okay. Cool. Well, let's head out of here. And we're now gonna go to the strip mall because we're going to go and eat seafood. That's what we're gonna do. It should be the yes, so we can do the full course. Let's eat a full course of seafood. Wonderful. Nice. We knew that wasn't going to be a rank up because we've literally just ranked up. Oh no, who could it be now?
It's good to see you again.
I wish I could say likewise.
How long has it been since we first met? Time passes so quickly. So tell me, how's life as a Persona user?
It's whatever.
You're quite the whimsical character, aren't you? I remembered something else about the coming of the end. It all stems from something that took place many years ago. 10 years ago, if I remember correctly.
Very subtle.
Oh, didn't your parents pass away about 10 years ago? A persona is like a mirror, which means a persona user can never escape their true self.
Which is also interesting because our persona changes.
But no matter what, I won't leave you because we're friends, right?
I sense a faint bond forming between Pharos and me. Rank up. We are now rank 3 in the Death social link.
Good night.
Good night, weird child. It's Monday. I can hear people talking.
Wow.
Ugh, we have exams starting tomorrow and they're cumulative, so it's hard to remember everything.
You know what?
What if I fail again? I really wish the school would stop posting our names with our scores.
Yep.
Right? It's embarrassing if we're near the bottom of the list. Smart people like Kirijo-senpai wouldn't get it though. The first bell has rung. Okay. Morning.
Attention, please.
Exams are starting tomorrow. Are you all ready? Wait a second. This is the teacher who's always off ill, and the nurses take over. Anyway, summer vacation is just within reach, so you better study hard. Why aren't you excited? You know, summer vacation, beaches, shaved ice, woohoo! Also the hottest time of the year though, don't go overheating, okay? That reminds me, there's an old expression for the hottest time of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm feeling sleepy. I'm going to pay attention because I want to know what the answers are.
Why?
The dog days of summer. It goes all the way back to an ancient Latin phrase, the puppy days. Any idea where that came from? Anyone? Well, it's because Sirius, also called the dog star, appears at the start of summer. People believed it brought droughts and misfortune. Here's hoping we can avoid all that, I guess. Have a nice vacation. So she turns up for like the last week of class, and then just like half of the week is doing exams, and then she's just off for the rest of the year. Alright, well, I guess if it works for her. That's another point of academics. We're not getting to level 5 before tomorrow, so, you know, we don't need to worry about that. Okay, we have a new burger. Something for you. Consider it restitution for you and the others working diligently every day. You don't have something for me though, you just have a sale, right? Hello. This will be called the pretend like I was just walking, and when Kirijo-senpai comes out, I'll get close to her strategy. That's my plan, but I'm all nervous now. I know I'm overthinking this. Okay. Hello. My parents get on my nerves with all that you better study crap. I want to go out for summer vacation, but I don't know if they'll let me. This sucks. Okay, check the roof. Hello, person at the back. It's almost summer vacation. I used to love summer vacation when I was a kid. Now it's like, whatever, I just don't get excited about it anymore. Okay, well, you know. Don't really have anything to say to that. Nothing over there, and I think that's it. Okay, so that's everything. Everything here. And I think that's it. Right. We do have Maiko available, but not for a full day. Let's go and see her anyway. She's currently run away from home, I believe, which is not really ideal, but let's go and see how she's doing. I still feel like we probably should have got some points for like telling her not to run away from home, but whatever, we didn't. So it's fine. I think when I have 8 of these, I'm going to be done with getting growth. We'll see. Hello.
Hello.
What are we going to play today? Let's spend some time with her. I'm not going to talk about how she ran away from home. Next time we can... Hey, what do you want to do? Our bond's growing stronger. It's almost dark, and that's it. Okay. And now we're in the evening. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
What a lovely atmosphere.
What's wrong? You all hungry or something?
Not really.
An awkward silence fills the room.
You know, it's almost summer break.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah, it is, huh?
Does anyone have any plans?
I wish I could go to the beach. Hot sand, cool breeze, babes in bikinis. Man, a break like that sure would be nice. Somewhere in the south, where the water is crystal clear. But starting tomorrow, we gotta get through our exams. Oh man, this sucks.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but it would be nice to go somewhere with beautiful beaches, like Okinawa.
Well, it's not Okinawa, but how about Yakushima?
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I didn't realize you were here.
I happen to be in the area, so I thought I'd drop by and tell you my schedule for next week. Oh, Hirijo-kun, your father will be vacationing in Yakushima during the break.
He will?
You'll all have some time off after exams, right? Why don't you go and get a nice change of scenery?
Seriously? We're gonna go on a trip? Yes! Beaches and bikinis! Beaches and bikinis!
Beaches and bikinis? This guy.
How about it, Hirijo-kun?
Well, my father is a busy man. I don't want to ruin his vacation.
Why so hesitant? No father would be upset with a daughter who came all that way to see him. You've all done a great job. You deserve to relax for a while. And we already know when the next operation will be, so I think it'll be fine.
I don't know.
Senpai, I'm begging ya!
All right. I guess everyone needs a break now and then. Let's do it.
Woo-hoo!
The beach, huh? I should design a special training regimen.
Oh man, I can't wait!
Oh,
I need to go buy a swimsuit.
Hey, don't worry. I got one you can borrow.
Nice try.
Are you going to swim too, Mr. Chairman?
I'm afraid I can't. I'll turn to dust if I'm exposed to sunlight.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, he's a vampire, that's why he can get in the dark hour. It all makes sense now.
Don't be stupid.
Kirijo-senpai, wait up! I just wanted to say sorry about the other day. I might have gotten a little carried away.
Don't worry about it. In a way, it's only logical that we go to Yakushima. The chairman said that no one who was responsible for the accident survived, but there is one who did.
What? There is?
My father.
I had no idea.
Ooh, there's a box on the counter. This would be our max safety shoes, which we need to go and show to Elizabeth. Wonderful. Well, I think we can study with you. Ooh, okay. Okay. We might just do that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.